everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I am bringing you some more color combinations. Today we're going to be using Polychromos for this video because they were the most requested when I asked in my Facebook group. And while we are doing all of these color combination videos, I have a wonderful announcement for y'all. Today is the day when I am launching my very first ever color combinations and blending workbook. It is a fully interactive, complete step-by-step, comprehensive tutorial workbook that you can print out as many times as you want. I will have full worksheets, full diagrams, examples. You'll be able to follow along with my examples and my instructions and create your own beautiful color combinations. There is a full tutorial, not just on how to put your colors together, but it will show you step by step how to blend your colors together and create very smooth transition lines. It tells you exactly how to put the colors together and how to go from a 3-color blend all the way to much more advanced color blend combinations. So I am very excited about that, and I know a lot of you are too, but I am going to have the link down below to my Etsy store so you can pick that up if you would like to. You can purchase this workbook 3 different ways. You can purchase the full color combination and blending workbook, just the tutorial part, which is 29 pages. Or you can purchase the workbook along with several different color charts. I have created color combination charts from 3 color blends all the way up to 10 color blends. And I know that a lot of us will not necessarily be blending together 10 different colors, especially when we are beginners, but it gives you a chance to be able to work your way there. And you're going to be doing the same thing and practicing that in my color combinations and blending workbook. But if you would like to purchase the whole thing as a complete bundle, I believe it is 39 pages all together, so it will keep you busy for quite a while. You can also purchase just the color combination charts alone and separately, to where you will get the 3-color blend color combination charts all the way up to 10 color blends. And you can use those charts so many different ways. You can use them to practice putting your color combinations together. You could use them to practice from transitioning from 3 color blends to 4 color blends to 5 color blends and even much more. You can use them to create your own color chart, color combination workbook, and get a binder and just make a complete collection of all of your different color combinations, put them in the binder, and have a complete workbook. And I have many more plans and much more to come for my Etsy store. So if you do decide to make a binder with my workbooks and my charts and everything else, there is going to be lots coming to fill that binder or notebook. So I am very excited about this. I have the previous 3 color combinations here, or sheets here, that we had put together. So I had 3 previous videos where we did nothing but color combinations. I know a lot of my previous videos have always been color combinations with blending tutorials. And these last few videos I've done for the Prismacolor, the 120 Brute Funer square pencils, as well as the Black Widows, they have all just been videos where I just put the color combinations together and go through them all so y'all can make note of those. This sheet that you see here is also available in my Etsy store, and I will have the links for all of this down in the description box below. If you want to be able to grab this and print this out and follow along with any of these videos, you can do that, and you can print it out as many times as your heart desires. So let's go ahead and get into this video, because today we are going to be putting together color combinations for the Polychromos. I have the 120 set, so if you have that set, pull it out and let's put some color combinations together. The first few color combinations I'm going to show you are going to be more monochromatic, and I think we're just going to sort of go through the color wheel for the first few and pull some colors from each different color family. And then, as with all of the other color combination videos I've done. We're going to sort of mix them up, and then maybe we'll pull a color from one previous color combination and bring it into a new one. So let's go ahead and get started. And the first color combination I am going to have for you is going to be a combination of some reds and some oranges. Well, let's see. So I think this is a little bit of a red orange. It's called Permanent Carmine. So that is going to be the first color of this color combination. So it is like a red. It has a little bit of orange in it. And then the next color in this combination is going to be light cadmium red. And then I am going to add the beige red, and this just, I don't know, it's a little bit different. And I thought it was really pretty when I swatched it out, so I wanted to be able to share this one with y'all. Okay, so as with all of our color combinations, after we go one direction, we have to come back, and I did not sharpen this pencil. Oh my goodness. I'm always telling y'all how important it is to sharpen your pencils, and look at me over here. So we are just going to pull this down into the lighter color. Look how pretty these colors are together. And then come back in at the transition line and pull this down over all the way to the end. So look how pretty that is. That's, I don't know, it's not, that's not actually, I'm going away already from what I said because that's really not a monochromatic color blend there. That is really pulling in some reds with some oranges, and then we got this really pretty peachy tone. So that one is a little bit different, and the next one I do will definitely be a monochromatic one. So this one was Permanent Carmine, light cadmium red, and then beige red. And this next one is going to be more of a monochromatic color combination. Okay, so the first one that we have is Hello Turquoise. Is that really what that's called? Hello Turquoise. So this one is going to be a little bit, yeah, like a turquoise or a teal color. And then we have this one that is called Bluish Turquoise. And we're going to pull this one down through the center. And then we are going to come back with this brighter blue. Look how pretty that is. I love that blue color combination. So let's go ahead and write the names down. So for that one we had Hello Turquoise, Bluish Turquoise, and Light Phthalo Blue. That is a really pretty color. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And I think we are going to move on to like purpley pink colors. Let's see what I have for this one. So this one is, where's the name on here? So magenta. I love my magentas. And then we are going to use middle purple pink. Oh, look how pretty those are together. And then this is going to give it a little bit of a pop. This is light magenta. Look how pretty. So that sort of brightened it up. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me go ahead and lay a second layer down here so we could see how these colors just sort of pop as we add a little bit more pigment. Now, we all know that the Polychromos are more of an oil-based pencil, so they go down in light layers. You don't need to use hard pressure because that's how they work. Once you just lay layer over layer, they become, or the color becomes much more dramatic. Look how gorgeous those are. So let's go ahead and write these down. I hope y'all are following along. And if you don't want to grab my swatch sheet, you can always do it in your own notebook or anywhere you'd like. A notebook, another color swatch chart or color combination chart. Then we have middle purple pink. And then we have light magenta. Those are really pretty together. And I'm sort of just laying them off to the side because I may be doing something else with some of these and bringing some of the previous colors into a new color combination, like I said earlier. So let's go ahead and do a green color combination. I've got a couple colors laid out here. This first one is going to be really pretty. So I have deep cobalt green, and so this is going to be the first color in our color combination. Look how pretty that is. It's more like a bluish green. And then we have phthalo green. That's gorgeous. And then this one should give it a little bit of a pop here. This one is light phthalo green. Look how pretty. How about we do another green color combination? I have some more of my olivey greens that I'm gonna put together for this one. Now, these are the three that I have, and I wanted to be able to do an olive combination because y'all know how much I love my olivey greens. And there are not really that many. There weren't that many choices in the Polychromos set. So we are going to work with the ones that we have in this set. And remember, when you lay, this one actually is chrome oxide green. But remember, when you are laying your colors down, like I said, these are oil-based pencils. So, and even with wax-based pencils, dependent upon how much color you lay down or how many layers you lay down, you can totally change the color. So if you've got two colors that are pretty close to one another and you're trying to create a color combination, then you would just lay down more of the previous color. You could see that these are pretty close, but this one's definitely lighter and brighter. And that one was May green. And let's go ahead and put another layer down on these. And of course, I'm going the opposite direction. This one, I don't know if I said, but this one is earth green yellowish. And then this one was the May green. Those are really pretty together. That's a really great choice if you want to color a leaf in some more olive colors rather than true greens or very bright greens. So for that one, we had the chrome oxide green, the earth, I can't even read my own writing, the earth green yellowish, and the May green. But that was really pretty together. Now we're going to change it up just a little bit, and I've got these three colors here. They're really pretty together, and I wanted to bring you a combination where we had a red, an orange, and a yellow, so I could show you how pretty that looks together, because a lot of times a combination like this looks really pretty on flowers. So again, we are using the permanent carmine like we used in this above combination here. And then we are going to use the light cadmium red like we used here as well. And then we're going to change it up a little bit, and we are going to add in a really pretty yellow. And this is Naples yellow. But look how pretty that is. See how it just brightened that up? And when you put something like this in a flower, or even like this one here, and use that for a flower, they are just so pretty because you've got this color here that will brighten up these two colors, but it will give it more of a pastel-y look and just make it very soft. And then this one here, you can do the same thing using the same two colors, but you could come back and really give it that pop. Now I have another one here, and this time we're going to take our red color. We're going to use Scarlet Red, and we're just going to change this one up just a little bit. For the mid-tone color, we are going to bring in this color, which is a really great combination of orange and yellow. And then we're going to finish it off with yellow. And look how pretty that is. Now, if you wanted to do a flower that was much brighter, You can do that by using a bright pop of color as well for your midtone. And then you've got a bright pop of color for your midtone, but you're still creating that midtone. And then you've got your highlight color, which is going to give it even more of a pop. And then so this really acts as your shadowing color, and that color that really just gives your color combination a whole lot of depth. See the difference in how this was changed up here? So here we used the permanent red, or the permanent carmine, I'm sorry. And then this color that we used here in the center was dark chroma yellow. And then this bright pop of yellow that we added in was our cadmium yellow. Look how pretty those are together. So we've got quite a few red, orangey, yellow combinations, and we sort of changed them all up quite a bit. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And this one is going to be sort of a red and a pink, and then we are going to add a little bit of something else in there. This one is going to be very different. It's not going to be monochromatic in any way. It's going to be, you know, a variation of some different colors. So this one is called Matter. And again, we're using a red, but this one's a little bit of a different red than what we used previously. And we're going to blend that one in with a really pretty pink. This one is Pink Matter Lake. So I'm going to pull this one through the center. And then I wanted to use this beige red again that I used in the previous color combinations, just to show you. I used it over here in this color combination, but I wanted to be able to show you how beautiful it blends in with pink. Now let's come back here and do another layer and just sort of, you know, so we could sort of just see the intensity of this color, or all of the colors rather. Look how much, when you add just a second layer over, you are going to dramatically change the colors. And somebody had asked in my last video in the comments why I'm not blending the colors together, but for these color combination videos, this one was Matter. But for these color combination videos, they are not necessarily blending tutorials, or they're not supposed to be. So I am not really focusing on that. I just want to be able to bring you all some different color combinations so you can bring them to your coloring books. And then we used our beige red again. And we are halfway done. I wonder if let me see, what color haven't we used yet? I know that I brought you all grays in the last videos, and I want to be able to do this with this one too, like a gray combination and a brown color combination. So let me go ahead and put something together. So I was looking through my Polychromos set, and I realized that I only had more of the turquoise types of blues here. So I wanted to bring you all another blue color combination. So I grabbed some colors that I thought looked really pretty together. And this first one is going to be the Prussian blue. Let's go ahead and lay this one down. And then the next one is going to be cobalt blue. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh my goodness. That is so pretty. And then I am mixing it up with sky blue. Look how gorgeous that light blue is. And then we just need to lay a little bit more pigment down here on the paper, just so we could get a feel for what these colors really look like. So we have our, what was that, cobalt blue, and now the last color, the sky blue. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful color combination. Let's go ahead and fill the names in. So we have Prussian blue. My handwriting is so sloppy today, y'all. Cobalt blue greenish, this one is actually called. Really? It doesn't look like it has green in it to me. Cobalt blue, greenish, and then we had sky blue. Okay, so that one, those are really pretty. That's a really beautiful color combination. I was going to use the indigo blue, and then it just, I don't know, it didn't work really well together, but those look really, really beautiful. So the other color combination we do not have on here yet is something with our purples. So I'm going to go pull some purples and we're going to do a purple color combination together. And then we are going to move into something with our grays and something with our browns. And then we are going to start putting some of these colors together and see if we could come up with something that is maybe a little bit different. So looking through my set, we don't have a lot, there's not a lot of purples to choose from. So I am actually going to change this one up a little bit, and I'm going to pull the light magenta in that we used in this color combination up here, just to give it a little bit of a pop. And then the first two colors will be from the purple color family. But this one is actually even still called mauve. And mauve is usually a color that has pink in it, but it looks purple. So we've got our mauve. And then we have violet for our mid-tone. And then this is going to bring us very nicely into this light magenta. But look how pretty that is. And then let's just do a second layer, just so we could see how these colors actually blend together and look together as they go into the next color. But these two, this, what is it called? This violet and the light magenta, they are blending together beautifully and they look so pretty together, but look how beautiful that is. Now I have a really pretty brown color combination, and these are really great if you are coloring like landscape type, you know, something that's like landscape, or maybe like stones or anything like that, or maybe a tree bark this would be really pretty for. But this one is burnt umber. The next one is going to be burnt sienna, and this is going to start to brighten it up just a little bit, and then wait till you see this last color that I am adding in here. It is going to make it really pop. But I know a lot of us put together color combinations and we think of brown as not, you know, like not necessarily like a pretty color combination, but with the ranges of browns in a lot of these sets, you can really put something together that is really beautiful, and you could even make browns really pop. And the way to do that is to do it like I did here with this beautiful, I don't know, like brownish, reddish, orangish type color. And there is another way you can do that. And I'm going to look through my set and I'm going to show y'all another way to be, oh, I already have an idea. I have an idea. Okay, so for the next one, I already know what I want to do, but let's go ahead and fill this in. Okay, so for this one, we had sanguine for our highlight color, and then we had burnt sienna for our midtone and burnt umber for our shadowing color. And that was really, really pretty. Let me show you what you can really do if you really want to brighten up your browns. Okay, so this is going to be really, really pretty. So we are going to actually take our mid-tone that we used here, and we are going to pull this up to the top and use this as our darkest color. So I have the burnt sienna again, and I'm going to lay this here as my shadowing or my darkest color. And then I am going to make what was my highlight color, the sanguine, and I am going to make that my mid-tone. And then I am going to grab this beige red that I used over here and over here, and I am going to just use this here to really make this pop. Look how pretty that is now. We have taken our brown and we sort of have mixed it up, and we still have brown here in our color combination, but we've mixed it up and we have just really made it pop and made it prettier. But look how gorgeous that is. So here's our sanguine. And as you pull down into the lightest color, and there is a huge variance in the values of the colors, make sure that you lift up on the lid or the lead of your pencil. But look how pretty those look together. Okay, so I decided to show you a little bit of a different brown combination, and it's not all browns. This color here, Bistre, I think you say it Bistre, but that is going to be a brown color, or a shade of brown. And then we have this green gold color here that is going to be more along the lines of gold. And then I'm really going to change up the colors by adding in this Naples yellow that we used previously in our other color combination here. So let's go ahead and see what this one looks like. Let's lay some of this color down. This is our darkest tone. And then we are going to use the green gold for our mid-tone, and look at the difference. Oh, that is such a pretty color. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Oh, wait till you see how this looks when I lay the yellow with it. Pow. Oh, that's so pretty. Now see, these are all different variations of browns. At least this color here, this color has brown in it as well, but it also has some yellow in it and probably some green in it, like the color says. And when you put them all together, they're just beautiful. And again, that would be really pretty. You could do a tree in that, or you could even use that for stone, and you could even use these two colors here and this darkest tone. You wouldn't use a whole lot of the darkest tone, but you can use this for anything that you wanted to color with a gold tone. That would be really, really pretty. And then of course the yellow would just be for the highlights. You would use mostly this green gold, and then you would use that brown just for the areas where you want the shadows. But the most of the color, if you were coloring in something that, like say the frame around the mirror and you wanted it to be beautiful and gold, it would be mostly this color, and you would use very little bit of this color and this one. Okay, now we're ready for a gray combination, and for this one I actually brought in my dark sepia because I didn't want to use all what would be grays, and sepia is a little bit of a different color, and I don't know, I decided to bring in my warm grays along with it and use it as my darkest color. So I've got my dark sepia, and we're going to lay that one down here, and this is probably closer to black. It's really pretty though. And anytime you want to use black, or you want something to look black, but you don't want it, or you don't want to use your black because your black is probably going to be very, very pigmented, you would use something like your sepia. That one was my warm gray 4. The last one is going to be the warm gray 1. And look how pretty that is. I think we should come back and add a second layer of these. So I'm just pulling it down into the mid-tone, and then I'll come back with my warm gray 4 and then my warm gray 1. Those are really pretty. So we've got warm grays and we've got cool grays, and maybe we'll do a combo with the cool grays as well. Let's go ahead and fill these in. So we have dark sepia, and then we have our warm gray 4, and then we have warm gray 1. So I thought I could do a color combination where we sort of mix some blues and some purples together. And I'm using the mauve again, which I used up here. It's a really pretty darker purple color. And so I'm going to lay that down here. And then I pulled this really pretty bright blue, the phthalo blue. And did I already? Oh, I used the light phthalo blue. I thought I already used the phthalo blue. Maybe not. Okay, so we are gonna pull this into here and use this as our mid-tone color. Look how pretty that is. And then we are going to use the lightest blue that we have in our Polychromos set, which is the sky blue. Now all of these colors are very different, but they still look really pretty together. And if you were to color something with these and bring all of these colors together, they would look absolutely beautiful. Don't ever be afraid to mix your blues with your purples because they always blend well together. You just have to sort of watch the undertones in the colors, but even sometimes that does not necessarily matter as much. You could still put something down in your coloring book or on your artwork and make it look exactly how you want it to look. But look how these two colors here, I'm trying to get a little bit better of a blend. And I know I said I wasn't going to be blending the colors together, but I just want you all to see how beautifully these, or this darker tone of purple and the brighter tone of this blue just really blend together so nicely together. And then this sky blue, it just really lightens everything up. And if I wanted to take this sky blue and go back over all of the colors and sort of burnish them together, it is going to make a huge difference. But look how pretty that is. And see, I said I wasn't going to be doing this in the video, but here I am doing it because I really want to show you how beautiful those colors look together. They are absolutely gorgeous. So for this last one, I really wanted to bring you an all yellow color combination because a lot of times when we are working with yellows, we always add in a little bit of red or a little bit of orange or a little bit of something else to sort of come into that yellow. And I feel like that is a lot of what I've showed when I've done the previous color combinations. So for this one is going to be all yellows. And I want to show you that you can put just yellows together and it will still be very pretty. Now, anytime you want to create a greater shadow on a yellow, you would just use a darker yellow and then you would add a brown into it that has a lot of yellow or something that has some brown and some yellow into it or in it, and then it would really change the look that you are creating. So the first yellow that I have is this dark Naples again, and this is going to be my darkest tone. And then I have this Naples yellow. Didn't I already use this Naples yellow? And then we are going to come in here with the cream, which is a beautiful color in the Polychromos set. And we are just going to really brighten up these yellows. And let's go ahead and go back and do a second layer just so you could really see these colors pop and come together. But these are really pretty together. And if you wanted to, of course, you could take the cream and you can, once you get enough pigment down on the paper and you filled a lot of the white, you could just come back in a circular motion and go over all of these colors and really bring them together. But now we have a yellow color combination that is just strictly all yellows. And if I wanted to add a little bit more of a shadow to it, I would just come in with a color that has a little bit of brown in it, or even this gorgeous color here, this sanguine color would look beautiful right in here mixed with this color here, and it would just really not just brighten it up, but it would create more of a shadow. I also wanted to mention, I turned the camera on, then I just had a thought and I wanted to share it with you, but this green gold right here, if I put that right up here above this dark Naples ochre, that would also be really, really beautiful and just, oh my gosh, that would be gorgeous. If you wanted to create something that had a lot of gold tones in it, using this green gold, this Naples yellow, and this dark Naples ochre right here, those would be gorgeous. And there we are, another full page of color combinations, but this time with the Polychromos. I absolutely love them. And I honestly think that this mauve with the phthalo blue and the sky blue, I think that's my favorite. I definitely want to use that on something, but that is really, really pretty. And it might just be because I applied more layers because I wanted to show you how well the blues blend together with the purples. It might be because I covered all the white of the paper and I made it look much smoother. But I don't know, I really honestly think it's my favorite. When you all are laying your color combinations down and you're making your charts that you want to be able to create a folder of and keep them in a binder or whatever, and you just want a huge, huge stack of all different color combinations that you could apply to your coloring pages, I want to encourage you to go back and do a second layer, do a third layer if you need to, or even a fourth layer, and then come back and blend all the colors in with your lightest color, even if you want to, just so you could see how they're going to look on your coloring page when they are done. I just don't do it in these videos just because I want to cut down on the length of these videos, and they already tend to get very long. So if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn your bell notifications on. Don't forget to check my Etsy shop. I will have the link down in the description box below because I am launching my new color combination and blending tutorial workbook today, and I am so excited about that. So much work went into this workbook, and I can't wait for some of y'all to get it in your hands and start practicing. And I'm really waiting just to hear your reviews and what y'all think of this workbook. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Happy coloring. Bye.